So it's confirmed. We know when Jaron Boots Ennis is getting back in the ring. That's going to be in his hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on October 11th. Moving up in weight to 154 pounds is going to be his first fight at the weight, of course, against an opponent that a lot of people aren't happy with. Uisma Lima is the opponent. 14-1 is the record of Lima. He has one knockout. But again, this isn't the guy people want to see Boots in the ring with. Boots, it's been a back and forth about getting him opponents, especially at 154. Obviously, the Virgil Ortiz fight is arguably, in my opinion, a top 3 fight in the entire sport. I think that fight needs to get made ASAP. But if that's not the fight that's going to be made, there's a lot of other names at 154. But instead, both Boots and Matchroom is going down the route of picking Lima. Lima, I believe, is still top 10 in the WBA. But for Boots Ennis, multiple belts at 47. He could have had his pick of anybody. I don't know if he would have gotten a champion at 154 in his first fight at the weight, but he could have got a top contender. Instead, he's going to go a top 10 guy in Lima and, of course, his hometown, which will sell good. I mean, it's Boots Ennis in Philadelphia. What's not to like about that? But how long is he going to fight these non-top tier guys? First, it's the Never Drop Podcast. Make sure you like this video, comment if you're happy about this fight, and if not, who you'd want to see Boots Ennis fight. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the Never Dropped Podcast. It's an interesting thing with Boots because he had said, and it seems like they wanted him and his team a tune-up fight, at 154, feeling out the new weight and everything, which is understandable. I can understand that to a degree. But also, we want to see Boots in these big-time fights. He's not getting any younger. And can you name someone notable on his resume right now? I'll give you a second to think about it. Yes, Amantas Stanionis, and that was one heck of a performance from Boots. Other than that, name somebody. David Avanesian, Karen Kukachan, excuse me if I mispronounced the last name twice. Going the distance with him twice. That's the issue. The guys Boots has on his resume don't do it. And it kind of infuriates me because I'm a Boots Ennis fan. I was in both of the Philly fights against Avanesian and then the rematch against Karen. Crowd electric for him. I think Boots is a top 10 talent. We saw it against, of course, Stanionis in the 147 unification bout. Boots is the top talent in the sport. He's just not fighting the guys. I don't know if it's him and his team saying we're going to go these other routes or what exactly it is. But I want to see Boots Ennis against these top guys. That's what's the most frustrating thing about it is I think Boots can beat a lot of these guys. Him and Virgil is a 50-50 fight. I think about that fight every day, and I come up switching answers every single day because I don't know who wins that fight, and that's a credit to Boots Ennis and, of course, a credit to Virgil Ortiz. But, man, we need to see Boots in the ring with these guys. I'll give him the little tiniest amount of slack for this fight. The tiniest amount. That's it. If he doesn't fight a top guy at 54 in the division after this fight, then maybe hope might be lost on Boots Ennis. He went to Matchroom thinking, I'm going there to get these big fights. He was, boxed out in the welterweight division between Spence and Crawford, never really fighting and getting that date lined up. Okay, that's a valid excuse. I understand you want to move up from the weight. You don't want to keep a fighter at a weight that's draining them. Okay, I buy that. Go up to 54, but you got to fight somebody at 54. There's no excuses for it right now. I want to see Boots Ennis take on one of these top guys at 54 because I think he can beat them. I think he can school some of them, maybe. But we have to see it to believe it, right? So this is the most interesting thing for me. And again, I'm going to give him a pass this fight. I understand. You're going up to 54. I've heard former fighters say it. I think Chris Algieri, going from 47 to 54 is the biggest jump up in divisions. Not only is it 7 pounds you're leaping, also you're switching gloves. I believe it's the only weight division that has different size gloves. So you're fighting with smaller gloves at 47. You're the bigger guy. And then you're at 54, the tiniest division in the big gloves. So there's some adjustments. I don't think that plays too much of a factor if you're a talent like Boots Ennis. But, okay, a tune-up fight. I've heard Virgil Ortiz's camp said Boots says he wants 3 tune-up fights. That can't happen. You get this fight against Lima, And that's it for Boots Ennis. And if you're Boots Ennis, you need to put on a show in Philadelphia. I've been, like I mentioned, to the last 2 fights in Philadelphia. Crowd, incredible. Avanesian fight, awesome. Last fight against Karen, you had fans walking out in the 10th round. Granted, you made up for it tenfold against Amantas Stanionis. But man, Boots, I want to see a great performance from you. And then I want to see you challenge the top guys at 54. Because I think entering into that division, you're already a top guy. So I'm excited to see October 11th in his hometown. Okay. Then 2026, let's get that Virgil fight. I know there's rumors about Virgil versus Boots, January, February, maybe March of 2026. I'm not believing it until we get confirmation from everybody. I'm not going to just believe Eddie Hearn saying it. So we will see. Again, let me know in the comments if you're happy with this fight. I know a lot of people are not. So let me know if you're one of those people who are not happy with the fight. If you aren't, let me know who you want to see Boots fight next at 54. Hey, Boots Ennis back in action October 11th. It is always good to see the top guys in action, but Boots, time's going. Let's see the top guys fight each other at 54. This has been the Never Drop Podcast. That's all I got for you. Peace. I'm out.